Hey guys, I'm going to make a short video on reading a engineering tape measure. So the first thing before we look at the tape measure, we need to know a little bit about decimals and what each one, the place values of each one. So we have decimal 125, 0.125. The 1, tenths, the 2 meaning hundredths, and the 5 meaning thousandths. So this looks like 125 over 1,000. So if we did put 125 over 1,000 and reduced it, it would reduce all the way down to 1/8. So that is how you convert a decimal to a fraction. Put the 0.125 over a thousandths or 1,000 and then reduce it. It'll take a while, but it'll reduce down to 1/8. Not all decimals will reduce though. For example, 0.33, if we turn that into a fraction and try to reduce it, we get 33 over 100. So it doesn't really go down anymore. So there's times that we need to be able to use a different type of tape measure in order to read certain decimals. So we'll go on down here for a second look. 1/16, it equals about 0.0625. 1/32, about 0.03. 1/64, about 0.016. All right, so let's come over here to our tape measure. This is an engineering tape, and we can read it in tenths or hundredths or thousandths. It does not read in sixteenths, eighths, 32nds, and 64ths. Each line you see, each big line you see between 1 and 2 equals 0.10. So it equals a tenth. Some people may call it 10 hundredths. Some people may call it 100 thousandths, depending on who you are and what tolerance you work to. A lot of machinists will call it 100 thousandths because they work to 3 decimal places all the time. And one other thing, when it comes to blueprint reading, a lot of math teachers will teach that all 3 of these numbers are the same. When it comes to blueprint reading and building stuff with your hands, all 3 of these numbers are not the same. This number is closer than that number, and then this one is closer than that. So when you see things to 3 decimal places on a drawing, a blueprint, that means it has to be really, really, really exact. You're probably going to have a machinist. You're going to have to cut the part bigger, and then a machinist is going to have to finish it for you, because we can't hold things to 3 decimal places with porta bands and cutting torches and plasmas. So let's go back to the tape here. Each big line equals 0.10 or a tenth. So the first one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we got 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. I'll show you up here on the board. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right, each small line, so there's a bunch of small lines in between 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. There's actually 4 of them. Each one of those small lines equals 0.02. 0.02, 04, 06, 08, and then 10. Then you would have 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Then you have 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. So let's go back up here. So each small line equals 0.02. Big line equals 0.10. So here, 0.02, 04, 06, 08, 10. Then 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. This here would be 0.22, 0.24, 26, 28, 30, and so forth. So when you got those small lines, it's easy to, recognize where you're at. So if we go to right here, what do we think that is? 0.64. What if we went to right here in between these 2 lines? 0.70, 72, 74, we're in between, so 0.75. Sometimes we don't have all these small lines though. let's come over here. In between 1 and 2, we don't have them, so we got point 1, point 2, point 3, point 4, point 5, point 6, point 8. Oh, hold on here. I got too many lines. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. There. So I do have the right number of lines. So each one of the big lines equals 0.10. So we don't have the small lines for us anymore. But let's just guess. So if we go right here, what do y'all think that is? 0.10, 0.20. We're halfway. So probably 0.25. Right here. Let's go just barely past this line. 0.10, 0.20, 0.30, 0.40, 0.50. We're barely past 0.50. So let's say that's probably 0.52. Maybe it's 0.51. Maybe it's 0.53. We're still guessing closer than what you can read on a standard tape measure. We're guessing within 0.01. And come back over here. So we're guessing within a 64th when we're using engineering tape. It allows us to build things a lot closer, a lot straighter, near perfection. So let's look on a drawing how some of this shows up. Sometimes it shows up on a drawing like this, 1.33, so 33 hundredths. If we try to, a lot of students will say, I'll just convert that on my calculator. I'll just hit math, enter, or I'll hit the FD button. Well, you convert that on your calculator and see what you get. You'll get 33 over 100, and you're not going to be able to read that on a tape measure. So not only are you going to have to convert it, then you're going to have to try to round it off. That's not going to work either. If you got an engineering tape, you just pull the tape out, you measure 1.33, and you lay it out and cut it, or you lay it out and build it. So we come back up here. So where do you think 33 is? 0.10, 0.20, 0.30. So 0.10, 20, 30, so 33, just about there. And again, we can argue we're a little short or a little long, and we're still arguing 0.01. So I'll come back over to the tape and let you see that one more time. 0.10, 0.20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. You see the small lines in between, which equal 0.02. Then I'll bring you on out here. Those lines go away now, but we still have 0.10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. And you can guess in between those lines at what the dimension is, and you will be closer than using a standard tape measure.